Hi. Are you struggling with today's modern metagame? Do you wish for the days of yore when Jund was running the format? Oh, how I miss those days. Well, look no further. These videos are going to be all about Jund in today's modern metagame. So stay tuned, buckle up, click that subscribe button, and let's boogie. Hello and welcome back to High Ground MTG. I am your co-host KyGuy, and before we get started, if I can ask you all to click that subscribe button and that like button, that helps out the channel a lot if you like the content you're seeing here. But without further ado, let's jump into the deck tech. That's right, we are going back to the days of yore. We're playing Classic Jund, updated for today's modern metagame. Now, what does today's modern metagame look like? It's autumn 2020, so we've got Euro piles running around, we've got humans, we've got Rakdos piles running around, all kinds of crazy nonsense. So I have adjusted the deck to fit into battling all of these archetypes as best as it can. So let's go over the lands, and then we'll go over the spells and the sideboard, and then we'll jump into the league, shall we? So for the lands, we are running Wrenn and 6, so we're only running 23 lands, but I'm starting with 4 Blackcleave Cliffs, a Blood Crypt, 3 Bloodstained Mire, 1 Nurturing Peatland, 2 Overgrown Tomb, 2 Raging Ravine, 1 Forest, 1 Mountain, 2 Swamps, 1 Stomping Ground, 4 Verdant Catacombs, and 1 Wooded Foothills. So, good amount of fetches and shocks, and a couple rah-rahs over here, just as an extra threat, if you can get the board clear and keep it clear. Alright, let's jump into the spells. Starting at 1-drops, I am running 1 Nihil Spellbomb to combat all the Graveyard Shenanigans main board. It's really good along with Tarmogoyf, being able to get an artifact into your graveyard if you need it. So you'll see that there's a lot of graveyard decks floating around, or a lot of things that rely on the graveyard. I mainly am concerned about Euro piles, so I have a lot of main board graveyard hate, including Nihil Spellbomb. We are up to 4 Yargle. Fatal Push. Boing! Lightning Bolt has kind of lost some of its power in the format, with everything being so quick and fast, and, you know, with Euro being 6 toughness and Omnath being 4 toughness, Fatal Push's stock has gone way, way up. So being able to, and with prowess creatures being able to get out of bolt range, Fatal Push just gets a lot better in the meta. So we are Jund, and we are taking full advantage of playing Fatal Push, so that is why I'm running 4. And you'll see that I dropped a Lightning Bolt in order to accommodate that. So, and then over here we have our Hand Disruption, 4 Inquisitions. Everything is still very low costed and getting things into the graveyard. So 4 Inks, 2 Thoughtseize, still trying to take care of Omnath or any other things, Teferis, anything big coming down the pipeline. Let's see. 3 Lightning Bolts. Like I said, it's a little bit tricky to try to justify running 4 as a premier removal spell since we have so many different ways. But that's why. 4... No, I'm sorry, not 4. 2 Skoos. Again, more graveyard hate. This deck is really, really hating on the graveyard. A lot of graveyard hate in this deck. 4 Tarmogoyf, we want to make sure that we got our big beefy boy. The other Elder Giant who doesn't get any attention, Kroxa, Titan of Death's Hunger, we're running, that's right, we're running 2 of these suckers. Whenever it enters the battlefield or attacks, each opponent discards a card, then each opponent who didn't discard a non-land card this way loses 3 life. So, 1 mana cheaper than Euro. I don't know, maybe it's Kroxa's time to shine here. 2 Abrupt Decays. The this can't be countered clause is pretty nice, with blue-white control hanging out there. Being able to take care of a sword, being able to take care of, well, just about any kind of permanent in Modern, and not having it be countered, super, super good. So that's why we're running that. 3 Ren and 6, the original best 2-mana Planeswalker ever printed. We're just running 3 of these. Dropped a Liliana the Veil. Running 3 of these too. Mainly to accommodate main board Ashiok Dream Render. There's a lot of Titan, Amulet Titan going around. So having a main board answer to that kind of disruption feels really good. Also, another main board answer to, again, Graveyard. I just feel like Graveyard and being able to search and all the Feel of the Dead decks, pretty gnarly. 2 K commands, the ultimate command card. It's either Cryptic here, and then K command here. So, and then 3 Bloodblade Elf to be able to kind of cascade into anything. The only really dead draw, if there's no creature, is going to be Fatal Push. But that's a risk we're willing to take to try to get the advantage. So that is the main board. What is the KyGuy packing in the side? Ba-bum! Here it is, the sideboard. So what are we dealing with? That's not helping. I'm sorry. Here we go. All kinds of different sizes. Alright. 2 Collective Brutalities. Again, sorceries. We can get rid of tiny creatures. We can also gain life, which is pretty good against the Prowess deck. Plague Engineer. Humans also running around the metagame a lot. They're pretty high up there. I don't know if you saw the last league that I did, but Humans is pretty popular right now. So having main board answer to that. Really nice. Abrade. Again, more creature removal, also artifact removal. I like the flexibility that this provides. New from Zendikar Rising, Cleansing Wildfire. That's right, we are wanting to take full advantage of this card. Draws a card, we can play it on the draw against Tron, and will be great, and will be good against Tron. Also really good against getting rid of like Feel of the Dead, that sort of thing. Anger of the Gods. Again, I know we all do pick off creatures, but massive creature wipe. Super good here. Boil for those pesky control decks. If we have an opening, maybe we can get them. Also, fun to note that if an opponent plays Elysian of the Grove, all of their lands are islands. Though I think all of ours are too. But anyways... But we can maybe sometimes get them in there. A Gaia's Blessing in case we run into Mill. Mill's really tricky because we have threats, but they're not super fast. And if they also get Crypt Incursion, it's really difficult. So just kind of a catch-all. Also draws us a card at worst. So. And then another form of Graveyard Interaction and Hate. But that is Autumn 2020 Jund for the metagame. So let's jump into a league and see if we can get a 5-0, shall we? Hello and welcome back. Match 1 of Modern League with Jund. We won the die roll, so yes, we would like to play first. Let me get everything all lined up over here for Butte. This is not a great hand. I think I need to mull. A pain land that doesn't really go anywhere. This is better. We don't really have a turn. We have a turn 2 play. I guess we'll keep this, and then I'll dump Lily to the bottom. We are up against Sius. Is the T silent? Sius. Just waiting for our opponent. Our opponent also mulligans to 6 cards. So what do you all think about Jund in the modern metagame? I know it always floats around and it kind of ebbs and flows. It's been a while since I've played Jund for the channel. I think when we were first starting out, that was one of the first decks that I played. I've been a pretty... I'm just going to lead off with the Forest. That way, if we draw into a red source, we'll be able to play a Ren and 6 next turn. If not, we can play out Skoos or Tarmogoyf, depending on what they do here. Lotus Bloom. Double Lotus Bloom. Wow. Okay, so I think we're up against Ad Nauseum. Interesting. And a Temple of Deceit. Alright, well. Alright, so we draw into Verdant, which is great. Yeah, let's get a red source here. I think I kind of want to play Scavenging Ooze. Maybe try to get a clock going. We play Skoos or we play Ren in 6? Let's play Ren in 6. Let's get our value engine going, and then we can start going off here. We'll get back our Verdant. Alright, and we'll pass the turn here. I think maybe getting Ren in 6, and if we're able to get off the ultimate, you're gonna have a lot of mana. A lot of mana in 2 turns. Seachrome Coast for Tessius. Dr. Tessius, Dr. Tessius. Dr. Zaius, Dr. Zaius. Alright, a Pentad Prism. I might just Abrupt Decay that on our turn if they don't play something out with it. Force them to pop it, you know. Bolt's not bad. It's not really what I need here. Alright. Let's crackle Verdant. Let's get an Overgrown Tomb. Let's see. Yeah, let's get an Overgrown Tomb. We'll have 1 turn to get going with this. Let's get rid of this. And then we can keep Bolt up. We'll see if they... Alright, so... That was kind of a waste on their turn. Okay. We definitely need to start getting pressure going here. I'm just trying to do my best to disrupt. A Thoughtseize, honestly, would be really great here. 6 mana is so much. Alright, Dark Slick Shores from our opponent. Phyrexian Unlife. Well, that's not great. We also have an Abrupt Decay in our hand, and another Abrupt Decay in the deck too. So, Glyph, sure. I don't know if we just don't have enough. Alright. Pass the turn, see what they got. Ad Nauseum. Combo. Thoughtseizes and Inquisitions are going to be really great to help disrupt combo. But we'll see. Collector Oof would be really good too here. We'll also get a Braid too, but I mean they can activate those in their pre-combat step. Temple of Deceit from our opponent. Let's see what they're trying to get here. Sleight of Hand. Alright, they're going to choose a card name. Angels. What are they? I think they're going off here. Reveal cards. So that's not searching your library. I hate combo decks. Especially when you're a fair deck, it's just like, what are you supposed to do? Oh, they have Thassa's Oracle too. So that's good to know. Look at how fair we are. So, okay, so Thassa's Oracle is an auto win. Okay. If we had kept up Lightning Bolt, maybe we would have been able to do that. So that's good to know for the next game. Very good to know. Well, what do we bring in here? I think Fatal Push is probably pretty awful here. I mean, we just saw that Thassa's Oracle, but a Braid, we want to destroy some artifacts. Collective Brutality, maybe we can stop some of the sorcery not shenanigans going on. We definitely want Abrupt Decay. I think maybe we have to try it like that. Yeah, I think that it just need more aggression, and we need our disruption here. We need our inks and our Thoughtseize and Collective Brutalities. Collective Brutality turn 2, that's pretty good. And a Lightning Bolt, not so great. Kroxa also turn 2. So we're on the play. We'll keep this. Opponent mulliganing down to 6 cards, which is fantastic for us. Who plays Ad Nauseum anymore? I guess the same could be said about who plays Jund anymore, you know? More like Blech Nauseum. Should be playing Infect. They don't have nothing to do. Nothing on us. Let's just hope that the disruption is enough. So they start with 6 cards in their hand. Alright, we're going to lead off with a Black Cleave Cliffs and pass the turn. Maybe we can shred their hand to smithereens. Dark Slick Shores for opponent. And a Serum Visions. I would definitely be playing Collective Brutality next turn. Pretty sure. That's what I want. Alright, let's fetch out for an Overgrown Tomb. Get our green going. Green-red. The Golgari. Alright. What do we draw here? We draw a Thoughtseize. Kroxa. I'm not upset about that. Alright. Yeah, let's just get a sorcery out of their hand, or let's see what is in their hand. Sorcery or an instant. Ooh, they have Lightning Storm in their hand too, and Echoing Truth. I don't really care about that. I don't think. Okay, what do we want to get rid of here? Lightning Storm? I think we want to just get rid of Spoil the Vault, yeah? Yeah, because I don't want them to try to... Okay. That'll be it for us. And then next turn, we can Kroxa Croxa, or is it Croxa? We can play the Croxa. They could, in theory, go off with Lightning Storm. Or not go off, but they could technically cast Lightning Storm. Alright, Lotus Bloom entered the Exile Zone. So we have that to contend with. And Temple of Deceit. Oh, man. Bloodbraid Elf. That's pretty good here. Player Swamp. Play Croxa. Get another card out of their hand. Oh, I missed. Well, no, I didn't miss tap. I was like, I missed tap. I should have kept up Lightning Bolt, but I guess there was no way I could have done that effectively. Alright, so they discard Lightning Storm on their own. It'd be really great if we could drop into an Abrade. And then cast it on their upkeep. Alright, City of Brass. More like City of Brash. Am I right? Hey, an Abrade! We have one turn to be okay with that. Green, and then I could play a Verdant Catacombs. Get back this Verdant. That's black. I need a red source. Stomping Ground? What do I want? I have green, black. I'm gonna need black, black, red, red. So I've got double black. Black, black, red, red. Let's get the Stomping Ground. They have 3 cards in hand. What is the downside if we cast Croxa? I don't really think anything. Because they can't play this Lotus Bloom yet. And they get rid of Echoing Truth. So they have a Simian Spirit Guide in hand and one other card. So they have 2 cards in hand. Well, 3 now. So let's see what they play here. We're in trouble if they get off Phyrexian Unlife. Alright. Thassa's Oracle. Can they go off this turn? I don't know if they can. Can they? If they win here out of the blue, then I've completely punted this game. I think we'll be okay because 2 cards in hand, a BBE. How much red do I have? I have plenty of red. So let's bolt this. And then we'll put a stop on their upkeep. And then on their upkeep, we will abrade the Lotus Bloom. Because this is when it comes down. At the beginning of your upkeep. Okay. Okay. Alright, let's blast this up while we can. Okay, so they float 3. Unbelievable. Wow. So they get Angel's Grace here, so that means like, well, reveal the top card of your library, you put that card in your hand, but use life equal. You repeat this mana cost any time. Maybe we just played into it. Oh, man. Can they win from here? I'm super curious. I'm not really much of a combo player, and it's Ad Nauseum. Ad Nauseum's always been such a difficult, like, wrap my head around it. And did we misplay by doing that? By destroying their Lotus Bloom at their upkeep? So they have 15 cards in hand. And they only have 1 mana open. Okay. Apparently they drew into another Lotus Bloom. Alright, they play a Plains. They're gonna have to discard a lot here. So they have 2 open mana. Alright, they're going to their end step. Let's bluff and say that we have a Bolt. Alright, so they have to discard a ton here. Okay, so I don't think we were punished for that. If anything, we were rewarded as it gets their life total further down. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can cast Kroxa from the graveyard. So they're down to 7. What do they drop? Yes, I'm very aware. A Rara. Okay, that's pretty good. We'll play that for turn. Since they have a full grip of cards, it's really hard to, like... I could cast Bloodbraid Elf and then get the ball rolling that way. So... I don't think they have a way to deal with... Wait. Undo. I want to make it look like I have... I want to make it look like I have either a Fatal Push or... No, I don't want to exile that one. I guess I have to exile this land. Okay. Dunzo. I think they kept 3 Angel's Graces. I got rid of another Pact of Negation. Seachrome Coast. Okay. Okay. Take up on Ren, and then I guess we'll just pass the turn here. I honestly, like... Oh, Spoils of the Vault. Okay. And then I guess at their upkeep, they just... I don't know if there was honestly anything we could do to get out of that. It's just... a lot going on. How long has this been going on? It's rough. Combo decks and Jun, not so hot. You gotta have that early disruption, and I thought we had enough, but turn 2 just wasn't enough. Let's see. One, two, three, 4... 6-10. We can win next turn if they don't have any kind of like. We could activate Rah-Rah and swing in for 10 next turn. Alright, they're playing Angel's Grace again. I think they have one more in hand. Let's see. I think they have at least one more in hand. And then all they would have to do is play. They still need their. They still need Phyrexian Unlife. Simeon's Spirit Guide. Okay, so I think they have it here. Or they're playing Ad Nauseum. Okay. Oh, brutal. Ad Nauseum. Whoops. Hit my microphone. That was not fun. Leyline of Sanctity. Angel's Grace. What do they even get? Oh, I guess they could get... Thassa's Oracle here? What is happening? It's interesting that they did. Well, good to know that they brought in Leyline of Sanctity. Simeon Spirit Guide, and... Lightning... The lightning card. What is happening? Pentad Prism with one color. Will they play it? Angel's Grace again? I guess they play it like on their upkeep. Where's all this mana coming from? Oh my gosh. Pentad Prism with 2 colors. So I guess they play Thassa's Oracle here. Oh man. Opponent gets us. Sneaky combo. Certainly frustrating. Opponent says GG's. 0-1. Alright, well, thank you very much for watching match 1. I'm sorry that didn't really go the way I wanted it to. It would have been nice to start off 1-0, but what are you gonna do? It's Combo and Jun. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Until then, bye-bye from the KyGuy. Hello there. Thank you very much for watching High Ground MTG. We hope that you enjoyed this video. Please be sure to click that subscribe button and check out our playlists for even more videos so that you can have the high ground.